Comrade, could you state your name and your designation, please?
I'm Comrade Innocent Agbo. I'm the chairman BOT of the Human Rights Defender and Advocacy Center, and we are in collaboration with the Restructure Nigeria for Peace and Development.
Good. Eri chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC, a statement was credited to him in recent time that an Igbo candidate cannot be trusted in the coming presidential election. I'm talking of Joe Igbokwe. What's your reaction to that statement?
Well, for Joe Igbokwe is an APC man loyal to Tinubu, and Tinubu is also part of one of the is a presidential hopeful who has not declared his intention, but from the swag, the movement of the swag, we are aware that they are his people, and he's the one prompting them to do program build up for him for the presidency. And no Igbo man, like from what our interaction with Igbo men in APC in Lagos, we found out that they are all in line with Tinubu, because what they are afraid that anything they do in support of Igbo presidency is tagged as anti-party activity. So Joe Igbokwe is trying to speak and not to what they call it, to bite the finger that is feeding him. So he's in tune, he's in line, because you see a hungry man who is already having someone that is giving him food and now decide to go and fight that man. That means he wants to go back and become a hungry man.
Now, how do we reconcile this? Igbo presidency, that is on the table, and the call for secession by Igbo groups. How do we reconcile that? Shouldn't the Igbos drop agitations for secession in order to be able to get the Igbo presidency? What's your take on that?
Well, for me, I would say, why do we have people agitating for secession? We have the Ududua people agitating for secession. We have the IPOB agitating for secession. All this is as a result of marginalization. You see, for the Civil War ended in 1970. That is 51 years ago. And the language we agree was that no victor, no vanquish. Now from then, check, there has never been an Igbo man as president. And if you look at the structure of Nigeria, you will see that we have, in the East, they are the only state that have 5 states. We have a state, we have a region in Nigeria that have 7 states. You understand? That means what was a state that was supposed to be given to the East was given to another zone. You understand? Even just go to the south, what they call it, Bayelsa State, have just 8 local government. So if Bayelsa can be a state, why don't you so that there will be no this issue, this cry of marginalization, why don't you create a state in the southeast so that the southeastern people will feel that they belong to Nigeria? You see, the issue of secession is that there are especially this very present government. The government is not taking the diversity of Nigeria into consideration. It is not taking the religion aspect of Nigeria into consideration. This government is a government of nepotism. It's a government that is not thinking how to bring the whole nation together. You understand? Because if you look at the way our president is doing, okay, now look at the security architecture. There is nobody from the southeast. Then when you come out and talk about from 1970 to now, you will see that the only thing the southeast has had is the vice president, which is during the Second Republic, during the Shagari regime. And now presently in this present regime, we have the president from the north, we have the vice president from the southwest, we have the senate president from the north, we have the speaker from the southwest, then we have the chief judge of the federation from from the north. We have the secretary to the federal government from the north. So the southeast is not represented. Even as a deputy speaker, we don't have people in the southeast. So if the government is sitting in Nigeria now, the structures of government is sitting in Nigeria now, there's nobody from the southeast to represent the southeast. So the issue of and now, they begin to say, okay, we don't have Igbos in APC and so on. When we came in 1999, Obasanjo, majority of the people who are from the southwest, they were in the Olufalaye's party, not in PDP. The major candidate who even won the primary in Plateau State in Jos was Dr. Alese Kweme. He was rigged out in the last minute because he's not an Igbo man. You understand? So, and giving it to Obasanjo. And because the Igbos are peaceful people, they decided to support Obasanjo to take over power because they believe that the Southwest have been cheated, and then in order for peace, and so that we will not have what we are having, the secession movement. Because if that in 1999, I'm telling you, because before 1999, there was a lot of crisis here in the Southwest, because the Southwest were agitating seriously because they feel cheated. And if the Igbos would have said, okay, in 1999, since Kweme was rigged out, we will not support it, there would have been crisis, and there would have been an agitation from the Southwest also that they want to leave. So in this issue of secession, Igbo presidency, for justice, fairness, equity, and for all Nigerians that have sense of justice, it is the turn of the Igbos. Let's be honest.
Let me get your view on this. Recently, the Senate Minority Leader, Inaya Baribi, insisted that the APC, the All Progressive Congress, will not allow the Southeast to produce its 2023 presidential candidate. And there are also from some other quarters too that feels that Southeast presidential agenda will fail in 2023 because Southeast politicians will betray the region's presidential agenda. What's your view on this?
Well, on the issue of Southeast politicians betraying the region, if you look at the body language of the Southeast politicians now, there is nobody from the Southeast, whether in PDP or APC, that is coming out, because majority, all of them, their hands is not clean. The only person who his hand is clean now, which is Mr. Peter Obi, we can see some of the allegations coming out from against him now. You understand? So, and you see, the truth is that whether you like it or not, let's leave all those things out of.
But doesn't it show that the Igbos themselves are not actually ready for?
Yes, you see, you will not say they are not ready.
Why agitate for something?
You will not say. You will not say.
There doesn't seem to be
you will not
cohesion
say. You see, the Igbos feel conquered. The Igbos feel Nigerians are using the Nigerians wants to use their head to break coconut in 2023. So they feel relaxed that, look, if we are to ask for this Igbo presidency, it is our turn. We don't need to begin to tell Nigerians that it is our turn. We all know that it is the Igbo's turn. I am speaking now. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm a man from the Middle Belt, and I believe that it is the turn of the Igbos, because the Yorubas has ruled. The Hausa man is going for 11 years now. The Hausa man is still there. The South has ruled, but there is no Igbo man, and they are the third majority tribes. And so for us to have them in this country, not talking about secession, then we should make them believe that this is also their own country. Because if we really, my own suggestion is that if we are not allowing the Igbos to take power in 2023, then we should allow them go. You cannot keep somebody in Nigeria, in your own country. You say he's not good for the #1 position. They are not slaves. And you can see they are doing well in all areas. If you talk about even outside Nigeria, they are representing us well. So you can't be saying someone who is representing us well outside the soil of Nigeria, and then in Nigeria he cannot be the #1 person. I don't think that issue should arise.
Let me get this from your view, because a lot of people are of the opinion that the Igbos themselves do not have the tactical ideology to actually get the presidency. And we saw what the Nnamdi Kanu prior to his arrest and detention, agitated for Igbos not to vote in the elections, and there are also agitations for Igbos not to vote in the next Anambra State elections. And one begins to wonder that this deception, let me quote a statement by one of our readers, that this deception brought us people like Ugwanyi and Obiano that have invited soldiers from the back door to kill our brothers and friends. So, I mean, we seem to have a trend of betrayal by the Southeast political elites themselves and the governors. So if there is, there is no cohesion, how will you agitate for an Igbo presidency?
Well, you see, when you say there is no cohesion and you talk about politicians, it's not only in the Southeast that we have these criminal-minded and self-serving politicians. They are all over. All the politicians, what you can see politicians jumping from APC to PDP. There is no ideology. It's all is based on their own personal interest. And you can see now that if you say the South, if you say you're talking about cohesion or whatsoever, about Kanu and so, even in the Southwest, where Sunday Igbo, it's the same agitation. There should be no election in 2023. They want to do dual nation. They don't want Nigeria anymore. So if you're talking about the issues of the Southeast politicians, you can see that there is no authority. They have no authority. You can see now that someone in prison, his boys they have given order, sit at home on Monday, and the Southeast politicians are saying no, it is against our economic interest for you to sit at home. But you can see the people, let me tell you something, it is not because of the order of IPOP that the people are sitting at home. We have issues of criminality in the Southeast. If you remember, during 1999, during Obasanjo regime, and the issue of Bakassi boys came into place, whereby the boys, the young men who felt that there are people who are into criminality should be dealt with, and they agreed, and they were able to fish out the criminals in that environment. And you can go to Onitsha after them peacefully without being harassed by criminals. You see, so the issue of the Southeast politicians, they don't have authority, because you see, even in politics, not only in Nigeria, the world over, the major criminals are the ones that take political position. But you see, the authority is with the people. That is why you see this sit at home is working, because the people don't listen to the political authority. They are listening to what they believe it is right. And so this movement, the movement for Igbo Presidency 2023, which I belong to, we are trying to unite the Igbos, because power is never given. You take it, you fight for it. And what we are trying to do is to negotiate with all Nigerians, all political leaders in Nigeria, to see reasons that, look, you need to allow the Igbos to have the presidency in order for us to have peace, in order for this agitation to let us lessen the tension. So we are trying to unite the Igbos. We, in this movement, we have people from the Southeast, the Southwest, the South-South, the North-Central, and the major coordinator is a Fulani man, Muftar. He's not here today. He's in Abuja, still on these issues of trying to talk to our leaders, negotiate. We know we need to, the movement is all about talking to Nigerians in general who have sense of justice, to know that yes, the right thing to do now is to allow the Igbos to take the presidency. And you see, one of the things we, the movement for Igbo presidency, believe is that we also believe that in 2023, if the Igbos will not be allowed to have the presidency, there should be no election in the Southeast. We, the movement, also believe and support it, that there should be no election in the Southeast. There should be no chairman. There should be no councillor. There should be nothing in the Southeast. There should be no representation in the Southeast. So let's see how Nigeria works. If you are not giving them this thing, why do you need them? Allow them to go. So the issue of authority from the Southeast governor, the IPOP, the issue is that let's do the right thing. The right thing is for an Igbo presidency in 2023.
So finally, just to round this up, what should be done to bring an end to the manifest marginalization of the Southeast at this point in time?
Well, like one of the things with the movement for Igbo Presidency 2023, one of our plan is that on the 28th of this month, 28th of October 2023, we are having a 1 million march for Igbo Presidency here in Lagos, so that the people, the whole Nigerians will know that we are united for an Igbo Presidency. And on the, you mentioned, the question is,
what should be done to put an end to the marginalization of the South?
What should be done is that, one, we want a restructured Nigeria. In this restructured Nigeria, we are talking about, even when the Igbo man is given the presidency, let us have 6 geopolitical zones. Let the zones decide what they want, how they want to be governed. Do they want 5 state governors? Good as for them. If the Southeast, if we have the Southeast, we have the Southwest, we have the North Central, we have the Northwest, we have the Northeast, and we have the Southwest. If we restructured Nigeria, and the Southeast decide that, okay, we want 5, we still want to retain our 5 state governors, it's left for them. It's their zone. If the North Central want their governors to be operational, it's still left to them. But let Nigeria be restructured. Then again, talking about when the country is restructured, then you now come to issues of resources. You want your resource, because now when the country is restructured, you have 100%. You have 100% of your resources. You do whatever you want to do with it. As we are going to be, there's going to be an agreement what should go to the central. Then we now know that you have these resources with you. You can now come up and be blaming the federal, that the federal is not developing your zone because you have everything to yourself. It's just like the issue of the VAT we are talking about now. You can see that the governors of the present governors who are going about challenging the federal government on the issue of the VAT, you can see that the same governors in their own state are refusing the local government chairman to also collect tax on behalf of the local government. So you see, these governors are criminals. They are just after the wealth of the nation to themselves, so that they can embezzle so much and then, take care of their family, their generation and generation to come. Because you see, we are at Ikeja local government as of 2 days ago, and what we met at the local government, 7 billion naira that have been allocated to the local government for the past 4 years. What the local government only have is was able to, the project the local government the chairman was able to execute is 5 drainages, 2 gates in a primary school, and 1 road that is not up to 1 kilometer. Now, Lagos state government is still the one collecting tax on behalf of this local government.
And collecting the federal allocations as well.
And still collecting federal allocation. And at the same time, the same Lagos state government is the one paying the staff of local government their salary. The same local government, the same Lagos state government will generate 50 million naira from Ikeja local government. That's an example I'm giving to you. And then now give Ikeja local government just 10 million naira. The same scenario with what the federal government is doing, that the Lagos state government is saying, no, we want to collect. So you see, it is speaking from the 2 sides of our mouth. You understand? So let us do what is right in the country. Let us not be hypocrites. You go here, you say something else. Whatever favors you is what you are more interested in. So I think that is what will deal with the marginalization we are talking about.
Comrade Innocent, thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you for coming.